Hey, welcome to the Rusty Dusty Picker channel. Once again, this is the place where we make things out of found things, reclaimed things, and reimagined things. And this here is a very, very special project for me today that is going to a special graduate of the Kelley School of Business in Indiana. His name is Jack. And this particular piece of driftwood was from just kind of post Hurricane Sandy, when a lot of it's barnwood, I would assume, but it's just has so much character, and the coloring is going to be really cool to match what Indiana University as well as the Kelley School of Business is. So anyway, just wanted to show you the piece of wood we're working with for giggles. Why not? Hardware that's not going anywhere. We'll keep it all. Nothing that's going to stick anybody, and we'll let's get adventurous with this. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is decide where to put the logo for the school. Kelley Business School, I guess. Taking a quick glance online, I knew, of course, it's white and red because it's University of Indiana. However, I did see a nice burgundy background onto which they would put the UI. I'm not sure if it's just for the business school or not, but it doesn't matter to me. So I'm gonna make a box just to start with, so I can get the IU in there and kind of play around. So let's get started. All right, so I taped off a square space here. Yeah, square, and I've got a burgundy type of a color in stock here, so I have a cranberry wine. So let's do this. I have a spray paint that would have worked fine too, but I would rather make this one by hand all the way, frankly. So I'm going to be very quick with this. I also like dabbing on paint, as you probably know, far better than brushing with a wide brush or spraying, if I can do it. I'm not sure there's any scientific reason for that. I didn't go to art school, but I like the way it comes out, and it's less perfect, and I like that, if that makes any sense at all. So I like things that are perfectly imperfect. So, and I like people that are perfectly imperfect too, by the way. All right, let's get some more. As usual, I put the paint out in a line so I can manage it better, rather than just dipping into a glob of a big pool of paint and not really knowing how much is on the brush. So we should be good with this amount right now. Working very quickly. These videos are really something. You feel like you're hurrying, and the next thing you know, you want to put the video together to post it or to review it, and it's over a half hour long. That's just, I'm always shocked by that, especially when I do stuff like this. I'm just dabbing. But all right, let's let that dry, and we'll shoot right back. We'll smack a guitar here and come right back. All right, so let's jump right into this. We've got the box made. That's going to have the IU logo on there. I did check. I don't have anything that can do that justice, so I'm probably going to... I might even make a custom stencil for that, because it's kind of unique in how they do it. But you'll see. So let me I'm going to put 2021 right in here, and at least get that done. And then I'm going to have Jack's name, and also we're going to put Kelley in here too. Kelley. So let me get 2021 done real quick, and then we can worry about the rest. So we're going very standard. I'm not trying to do anything, I'm not trying to do anything sexy with this. I just want a nice sign. I think a lot of times, you know, whatever. But when I use one of my favorite pieces of wood, well, I do want the piece of wood to be sort of a foundational point of the whole piece. The message, of course, of congratulations to Jack being most important in this bonkers world that I guess nobody's been immune to in the last bunch of years. Coming through and kicking ass is very laudable and freaking awesome. Synonyms. Alright. Anyway. So kind of dusting it on, an economy of paint as usual. Give it a little bit of a dated look. I hesitate to say that you learn to space these stencils out nicely over time by experience, because once I say that, I know I'm going to screw one up, so I won't say it. And if you tell somebody I said it, I'll deny it, because I didn't just say that. But it's kind of true. Okay, so we got the one now. Once again, my arms are wrapped around the tripod, and I'm gonna have to fix that issue. But it hasn't really been a huge problem yet. Other than knocking the tripod over, which is, you know, par for the course around here. Alright, 2021 should be done. Okay, so we've got the year on there. So that's a start. And we'll come back. I'm gonna solve for getting this this logo done. And then we'll get Kelly in here. We're not gonna write out business school. That's unnecessary. And certainly Jack's name. And keep it as simple as we can. Like I said, this is a wicked piece of wood that I don't want to you know, get all, you know, commercial on. So, all right, let's get going. So that's exactly what I did. I made a stencil out of the IU logo. I knew I would never be able to replicate it on my own with what I had. So I am actually going to use the cutout of it rather than the stencil itself. I do this a lot. I guess it's my pet peeve or guilty pleasure, but I like to kind of ghost it in, I call it. So let's just kind of be rough, just roughly. So what will happen is it will actually end up looking like a red letter superimposed on a white background, but all the time really being a red background in a way. So I'm barely applying the brush. I like the bristle strokes. The brush strokes are very light because I like that splashy look. So we just give it enough to get the outline. All right, let's check it out. All right, so now we have the IU, which will work, and we can move on. It just matches the piece better, and overall, with this piece of wood, I think that's a better look. Keep the rustic theme, and I'll do my best to preserve, all of this original paint and what have you. Well, we're all dry, so we can move on now. I'm going to do some just a little wording down here for Kelly. The name of the Kelly School of Business or Kelly Graduate School of Business, one or the other. Or both. So let's just throw that in there. Nice black. This is the part where you can fast forward, of course, or just wait for me to say something stupid, which sometimes happens. All right, we got 49 degrees today in the shop, so we're getting close. It's almost time for Jack to get down to business. Should be exciting. Great future ahead. Kelley. Let's not screw this up, Kev. Get this going. Okay. I can move the camera back a little closer now, I think. Okay, one more. Just trying to control the paint as best I can. Okay. Famous last words. Gotta keep that paint off the brush. All right, not terrible. Spacing looks actually halfway decent if I can get the camera on it. So we will let that dry and move on. So yeah, so let's move on now. We're right back at it, and now we're going to use an off-white, a vanilla color, to do the lettering for the name here. So let's get started. It's kind of a stencil that's a little more fancy, appropriate for a graduating celebration sign, I think. So let's see. So we're going to do Jack. And I'm going to do the last name below that, but we're not going to include that in the video. So I'm going to complete the whole sign and then come back and do the last name last. Only because this might be the worst surprise of all time, or a semi-surprise, but I don't have permission to just use somebody's name in a video on YouTube. You know, it's just not really, it's not really kosher. So we'll just use a first name for the video. You'll get the idea, and he'll get the sign. So nice and easy. Okay. Come in with the C. And one more. All right. I got a couple of kiddos in college as well, and I tell you, it's as much as you wanted them to go back to school, it's kind of nice to get them the hell out of there off campus too now. You know, while it's just been a grind. You know, even for the ones that are you know, studying remotely or mostly remotely, you know, on campus, off campus, it's just it's been a lot for a lot of these folks. I call them kids. I know they're adults now, but that's not really gonna change. So all right, so now we got Jack's name on there, and I'll come back and do one or two more things for the video. All right, just about done. Let's discuss a couple of things here. One of my problems is I love this piece of wood so much, I do not want to put a clear coat on it. So I'm going to probably leave it just the way it is, which is not ideal because the paint's not protected. But that could be a decision that can be made down the line. It's not something I want to do. I just like the, I guess you could call it patina on this wood, sun-bleached and such. Oh, and on that note, since this is a channel, the Rusty Dusty Picker, that's devoted mostly to reclaiming objects and unwanted objects and inexpensive objects from thrift stores, yard sales, auctions, estate sales, and stuff like that. we should incorporate another piece to this, other than the driftwood, which qualifies, is I'm going to include this rusty dusty sunburst or bright burning sun to the piece, somewhere right up in here. So hey, look at that, Jackson. What's up, Jackson? All right. No, but seriously, this is kind of cool, and we'll just put it on there and add to it. It's actually would represent something like potential, new beginnings, a new start, getting after life, and such. So, not completely inappropriate. So let me glue it on there. I'll probably trying to figure out which side you would use. Would you use that side or that side? I'm going to use that side. If you had the other side, you lost, and I lost actually. So I'm going to use the handy dandy golf tee as we usually do, and as you can see here, I've poured the glue out in a line, so it makes it easy just to pull it up, twist it onto the golf tee, and then just roll it on off of the golf tee. Kind of a cool little tip if this is something you want to try to do. Just roll it on, and we'll roll it off. I'm watching what I'm doing, I'm not watching what's on the camera, so this might be totally out of frame, which would be right on point for me. And we'll do two more. So there's one more. Okay, and we'll do one more. Twist on, twist off. Jackson. Okay, so that's going on. That is going on, I said, right there. Right there, right in the corner. So that's how that's going to look. Jack. Last name down here. And like I said, I'm probably going to... Yeah, I'm probably going to just leave it as is. Like I said, I don't want to darken up the color of this wood. It's just dark enough that it takes the light letters well enough that you can see them fine. But I'm not really inclined to do much else to this piece other than add the name, which will be done another time. So that's essentially, we're going to call it done for the sake of the video. So thanks for showing up. Thank you for watching this far and making it all the way through this video. Congratulations again to Jack. All the best, of course. Hope to see you in the flesh at some point soon. That's on me to make happen. And yeah, if you like this video, guys out there, just you can subscribe so you know that more are coming, and also hit the thumbs up, thumbs down if that's your thing as well. So take care. Peace.